Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it is about 1:15 at the moment, and it is Thursday the 27th of August. So yeah, I just thought, I don't know, I kind of was in the mood to vlog. I've been really like I said, kind of touched base in my last vlog. The mental health wasn't the best for the last few weeks, and I definitely think it was a few things. It wasn't just my hormones. I think maybe my hormones were sort of compiled the issue. Not that it was an issue, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I just felt really like, you know, I felt like a crap mom. I felt like wasn't being very patient with the kids. I felt very hormonal. I felt like I may have postnatal depression or anxiety, which is actually more common to appear in the 3 to 4 months after you have your baby, rather than the first 6 weeks like people think it actually is. So that it's more common to be yeah, to come around 3 to 4 months plus. So yeah, but I don't think it's that. I feel fine. Like I think if it was that, I think I'd feel like constantly like that and have those constant thoughts. So, and the fact that I've spoken to my mum and that too, but the fact that I'm aware, and the fact of that I'm able to have that you know, that thought after I have, like, when I have that negative thought of, you know, I might cry and think I gave up breastfeeding too soon, blah blah blah, I'm a shit mom, I don't do anything, I don't follow through with anything, I always fail at everything I do in life. I was having all those horrible thoughts, and I can never like see things through, and I always give up at everything. I was having all those thoughts and continuously, and then I felt fine for 1 day or 2 days, and then I'd feel like I'd dip back down again. But yeah, I really think it was to do with hormones. Be interesting to see. Well, hopefully, God, I really hope that it doesn't happen again, but it will be interesting to see if you know, through my cycle, if that does, like, I do dip down again, and then I'll know, oh okay, like, yeah, it's to do with my hormones. But I don't think it's postnatal depression or anxiety, because like I said, when I had all those thoughts, I had that positive thought come into my head, like, no Kylie, you're being ridiculous, you know you're a good mum, Layla's healthy, Layla's happy. And you know, I talk to Troy on the phone sometimes if I was like yelled at the kids and just lost my shit at them, and you know, just yeah, lose my shit at them. And yeah, I just felt like I don't know, I just felt like a shit mum, and that I shouldn't have resorted to yelling and making them cry and upsetting them and all that sort of stuff. Like, but yeah, and then I spoke to Troy, and then I was just like, he made me feel a lot better. And I don't know, like, I think my mum has said that the fact that you're actually questioning yourself, and the fact that you're aware of your parenting and all that, and the fact that you think you're a shit mum, not that mums who don't think they're shit are bad, but I mean the fact that you're like having those feelings is a sign that you're a good mum, because mums that really don't give a shit do not have those thoughts at all. Like, probably doesn't even come into their head at all whatsoever. So, you know, I guess that's true. Yeah, so I am feeling like, I've been feeling good. I felt good last week. I've been feeling good this week. So hopefully that's a good sign. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just a few things, and then just, yeah, you know, I don't know, being my last baby and everything too, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So I think that's, hi, you looking at the camera? Yeah, I think Layla, knowing that it is actually like, you know, like for real, my last baby, like, you know, like I said with Dax, like I said with Charlotte, I'm like, oh, she's my last baby, like blah blah blah, but you know, I didn't have anything, Troy hadn't done anything permanent, I hadn't done anything permanent, so really it was like, yeah, we're not having any more kids, like we're happy, we got up at pair, blah blah blah. But obviously Layla came along, and yeah, and then I had her via C-section and then had my tubes tied. So yeah, so it's like, it's, you know, full on permanent, obviously. But yeah, so I think yeah, I think it's just because you know it's your last. It's weird, it's kind of weird having this big age gap too, like between children. Like, I mean, the girls between Charlotte, my youngest girl, she's not my youngest girl anymore, Charlotte, my oldest girl, but who was the youngest child, is 8. And then Layla, obviously now, she's 5 months old. So there's like 8, and there's only 2 weeks between them. So Charlotte's birthday is on the 13th and Layla's on the 26th. So it's like roughly 2-ish weeks between them. But yeah, obviously there's 8 years age difference between the girls. Yeah, I just think, you know, it's just, it's, I don't know, it's just different. It's different, like you kind of feel like somewhat like they're your first, but you know that they're not your first, but it kind of feels like you're doing it all over again because your last child was 8 years ago, but then it's like your last child. It's just a weird, it's a weird place to be, but I love it, and I'm so happy that it happened like that. Honestly, like I love it because my mum and dad had my sister. My sister was a twin with my sister. Like, my sister had a twin. My mum was pregnant with twins in their early 20s, my mum and dad. And my sister passed away, Jessica. She passed away from, she was anencephalic. So she had anencephaly. And it is the condition where they're alive in the womb, and then no matter what, they pass away after birth. It can be a day, it could be half an hour. In this case, I think with Jessica, it was like half an hour. So my sister is a twin. So my older sister, she's 2 years older than me. So my mum and dad had me and my sister, and like me and my 2 sisters in their early 20s, and then they thought they were done, and then in their early 30s, they decided that they weren't done, and they had more love in their heart, and they just yearned for more children, and they had my 2 brothers. And my dad had a vasectomy and then got reversed, and then had a vasectomy again. He's a trooper. But yeah, so yeah, so so my mum and dad had me and my sisters in their early 20s, and then my 2 brothers in their early 30s. And it's weird because it's like the same kind of situation, but I loved being a big sister. I loved it so much, and yeah, I love having 2 younger brothers. Like, you know, it's always been so nice. And it's like when you're like 2 years apart or 3 years apart, or maybe even 4 years, sorry, it's not focused, maybe even 4 years apart, it's still like not that, like, you don't really remember that much between the siblings. But it's like 5, I reckon it's like 5+ years, it's like, yeah, you really remember a lot more, and you sorry, excuse me, But yeah, you really remember a lot more, and you really like that elderly sister or brother or whatever. And that's like what it is for my kids. So, you know, there's our oldest kid, Daxton, is 10 years old. So there's 10 years between, he was born in 2010 and Layla's born in 2020. So there's 10 years between them, and it's like, yeah, so it's like, yeah, you know, he's gonna remember everything, you know, being 10. Like, he's gonna remember a lot with Layla, a lot more than he would with Charlotte, who there's only 2 years between them. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a difference. And then Charlotte's 8 years old, so she's still got that 8 years between her and her little sister. So now she's a big sister, and it's just such, it's a really great dynamic. And I love it because the kids can go to school and I can spend time with just me and Layla. And, you know, when I go back to work or whatever, I'll still have my days off, because I only work part-time. So I'll have my days off, and then I'll be able to just enjoy that time with Layla and not having to worry about, you know, just spreading myself more thinly if I had a toddler and another baby, if that makes sense. So, you know, there has been times over her 5 month of life that I have thought, like, should I have not tied my tube? Should we have had another baby? But for her to have another little friend, another little sibling. Hey. Hey. But at the same time, I can't just keep having babies for my kids. Like, I just can't. I've got to think about myself. And it was a really difficult pregnancy with Layla. I was so sick, literally. I was throwing up stomach bile right up until the day I had her. I had my gallbladder removed. It was a really hard pregnancy, and if I got pregnant again with a girl, like, obviously I'd get through it, but I don't know if I could mentally cope. So, you know, it was really hard with Layla, but she was worth it. And obviously they're always worth it, and you always have, like, no, there's an end game, the end in sight. But I also believe that babies, you know, my personal belief, I believe that babies, like, choose when they want to be here, and they choose their family. And I don't know, I think Layla will be so happy. She'll be that she's already so doted on and the center of attention, so she'll really be completely and utterly spoiled rotten by not just her mum and dad, but her brother and sister. Hey, 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 darling, hey, darling, hey, darling. And yes, I just think, yeah, like, it'll be fine. She won't be like, she's not the only child, even though it might feel like it a little bit at certain points of her life. But, you know, she'll have her big sister and her big bro, and she'll have her mum and dad, and she'll have lots of friends, I'm sure. And we'll just, and she also has a cousin, my sister. My older sister has sorry, my older sister has her son, and they're only a year apart. So, and I was really close with my cousin. I was really close with him growing up, and there was 2 years between us. So yeah, so it'll all be okay. It'll just, you know, she won't feel like she won't feel alone and whatnot. Hey, darling. Hey, darling. Hey, darling. Hey, honey. Hey, my little honey. Yeah. And so anyway, I just got this thing in my throat. Excuse me. So today I have not been walking. I haven't been doing my walking because I usually go with my neighbor next door. But she's just been busy doing house stuff and whatnot, which is fine. And then this week her kids have gastro, and they're a bit sick, so she kind of wants to stay away, and I'm glad about that because I want her to stay away. I don't want to get any sickness. No thank you. So yes, we haven't been walking, which sucks, but that's okay. So hopefully next week we'll get back into the walking, and it's like September, so it's start of spring next week. I can't believe it. So now there's like 2 months until I go back to work basically. So I need to be a lot more disciplined, and I just want to have like, I just want to start, like I said to Troy last night, that I want to, like, even if it's a month before, I want to like feel like I have a little bit more structure and routine. So when I go back to work, managing 3 kids, like, oh, and like 2 kids go to school, 1 kid will go to daycare, like my husband works night shifts, he's a shift worker, I work part-time at the hospital. Like, it's just, it's a lot. And then eventually we'll probably add some after school curricular activities or something. I want to get them into like taekwondo or something like that eventually, and swimming and stuff like that. So I just feel like I just always have a lot of trouble with structure and following through with like routines and stuff. And I just, yeah, I don't know, I just struggle a lot with that. So I feel like I just need some, I think, routine and structure for when I go back to work, so it'll just be a little bit easier. Like, for example, maybe we could start shopping online, doing like a fortnightly grocery shop, instead of me having to go to the damn grocery shop, instead of me having to go to the like Coles or Woolworths like every day or every second day. I'm just so overdoing that, and I just don't want to go to the shop that frequently at the moment, obviously. So yeah, so I want to like do that, and then I want to like meal plan. And oh, sorry, I brought this like stuff off Etsy, which is like, it was like $7-8 or something, and it's like kids routine, night routine, morning routine, and then like I got a free like meal plan routine. So it's just like a, yeah, just print paper that you print. It's just like, so I just want to like, you know, I want to start having structure and planning our week, our fortnight, and just, you know, like, and even things like we've been a bit lazy and haven't been sitting at the table and eating as a family. And I think that's really important, because we do our highs and lows, which is like the best part of your day and the lowest part of your day, the best part of your day and the worst part of your day. And then we go around the table, the 4 of us go around the table and we like talk, and it's just a really good thing for open communication and letting the kids know that everyone has crap parts of the day and good parts of the day. Even if their day is good, they still might have crap parts of it or whatever, you know. And it's just nice, it's just nice to have that, and I had that growing up too. So I just want to like, yeah, I'm just like in this whole thing at the moment where I just want to like structure myself more, structure the family more. I want to have like sit down and eat at the table more. Like say for example, like Sunday, Troy's work day. So excuse me, I'm talking. Excuse me, I'm talking. So like you know, like Troy works night shifts from Sunday night to Wednesday night. So if we sit at the table those 4 nights a week, then, you know, it'll be really good for us. And then like on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, we can just chill. Troy and I can eat in the lounge room, the kids can watch their iPads if they want, we can watch a family movie and eat in the lounge room, like whatever, you know. And then like the nights that we sit at the table, I want to like drink only water, not drink like soft drink and like cordial or juice or whatever. So I just want to be like, I don't know, I just have all these things like I want to change habits and just do it slowly. And I just want to like implement some, like I said a million times, implement some structure and routine, but not like be like forceful or not be like full on about it, but just, I don't know, just trying to make my life as a mum a little bit easier when I go back to work, because I'm going to need that. Like, I'm definitely going to need that. And I've also got to start like maybe a month, maybe after the September school holidays and the kids go back to school, I'm going to start getting up at like, no matter what, I need to get up at like 6 o'clock or something like that, so that when I start going back to work, I won't be like, oh my god, getting up at 6 o'clock, it's so hard or something. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean. Yeah, so sorry, I've been rambling for like, oh my goodness, it's been like 20 minutes, sorry. But yeah, I just want to implement some more structure into our family and routines and all that kind of thing. So yes, hopefully I can do that successfully. But yeah, so I'm going to go to the gym this afternoon for the first time, which I have not been to the gym. I actually have not been to the gym since before I was pregnant. So that was like last year. I've not been to the gym because I was just way too sick and just felt not myself and just couldn't go to the gym. So, and then obviously after I had the baby, I wasn't leaving her to go to the gym. I didn't want to leave her to go to the gym, and obviously like the whole pandemic and everything. So but yeah, so I'm just going to kind of ease back into it, but kind of not. I'm going to go to a class. I'm going to go to a Zumba class tonight, and I said to Troy I want to do that every Thursday because he doesn't work Thursday to Saturday night. So I want to do, and that's the only other time that I can do it. So Thursday nights I want to do that, and yeah, he can just put little Miss Layla to bed. He can just, Daddy can put you to bed tonight. Yes, he can. And then I can go to the gym classes at 6:30, and yeah, so I'm excited about it. I haven't been there for like a year, at least a year. I haven't been to the gym, so, and I've just been paying for it. But anyway, such is life. But yeah, so I'm just with my little girl right now. She had a 3-hour nap this morning. She's been having 3 to 4 hour naps. Oh, you want to grab the camera, darling? She's been having like 3 to 4 hour naps every morning, and I fully thought that we were over the sleep regression, and maybe we are. Maybe this is just another phase, like another leap or something, although I looked at my phone and we're not in another leap according to my app. But she was sleeping like all night, and then if she wasn't sleeping all night, she was still sleeping like 7, maybe 8 hours straight from, you know, if she goes to sleep at 7, so she might be waking up at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock for a bottle or something and then go back to sleep. But last night, she woke up, she went to bed at 7, and she woke up at, I think, 11. I was literally almost asleep, like, almost asleep. And then she started like stirring and fussing and like wanting a bottle. So then I gave her a little bottle, but she didn't drink it all. And then she just started like just talking and squawking and rolling around and everything. And she did that for like 2 hours. So I didn't get to sleep till 1 o'clock. So yeah, I was pretty tired, but my lovely, wonderful, amazing husband, I sent him a message saying that she was like a little bit difficult last night or whatever, and I was just annoyed. Not annoyed at her, I was just like annoyed that she's like only just like for a whole week she was like really good at sleeping, and now she's gone back to crap again. So hopefully it doesn't continue. Hopefully the good sleeping like pops up again, but it's like, oh, we're, you know, just in the crappy sleep again. So yeah, my wonderful, amazing husband came home from work and let me sleep in, and he took Layla and he got the kids up ready for school, took them to school, came home and made me breakfast. I was like, oh my gosh, you are the husband of the month. Husband of the month award goes, yeah, so he was like the husband of the month. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, you're amazing. So yeah, it was definitely needed. It was definitely needed, but yeah, I'm sorry I've been talking for so long. I'm gonna put the camera down now. And yeah, I'm just watching TV and playing with my little girl until we have to go pick up the kids, which is in about 30 minutes or so. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, sorry if it's really bad lighting. I apologise, I'm just in my car and I have the overhead light on because I just went to the gym for the first time in like over a year, which was so damn good. I did the Zumba class like I said in the previous clip. I was really nervous before I went, like I kept doing like the nervous pee thing because it's been a long time since I've gone to the gym. Like yeah, it's been like over a year. But yeah, so I did it and I'm so happy with myself, and I feel so much better about it, and yeah, I'm just stoked. I feel so much better about myself. Like I feel so much better that I did it. And yeah, it was the first time that I left Layla. Like I wasn't home with her while she went to bed kind of thing, because I'm always the one that puts her to bed. But yeah, I was like, it was good time to leave. Like I'd rather leave her when she's going to bed and Troy can just put her to bed than having to leave her during the day or something when I could be with her. Like anyway, so yeah, so she's 5 months old and I haven't gone to the gym yet. So this is the first time I've been to the gym, and I did Zumba and it was really good. Wasn't like, in the class was a bit tricky. Like I was like really hesitant to be near people because of the social distancing thing, and I felt like some of the girls weren't really being very cautious. So because there's only a certain number allowed, and there's only a certain amount allowed in each class depending on how big the room is kind of thing. So yeah, so I was like a bit hesitant, but I got there on time and I got a place, which is good, and they just give you like a number thing. But yeah, I think I'm going to be back to the gym tomorrow. I think I'm going to come maybe in the morning, if Troy's not working on the day shift or something. I might come while Layla's down for her sleep and come and do like a little workout in the women's area. So I'm keen. I've got to get back into my walking and I've got to get back into my healthy mummy workouts, and then I can come to the gym when I can and come to Zumba every Thursday if I'm able to. And yeah, hopefully, and then I just got to like nail down a bit more on my, you know, the crap that I eat and not eat crap. Yeah, so because I can work out as much as I want, and unless I change my eating habits, it ain't doing nothing. Might just make me fit because doing lots of cardio, but it's not gonna help me with the whole weight situation. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, but I had a good time, so I'm really happy with myself. I've made some progress, so it's good. It's really good. And I think doing the healthy mummy like cardio sort of workout, HIIT workouts that I was doing, I sort of stopped doing them, but I was doing them like consistently for 2 or 3 weeks, and I think that really helped with my stamina to keep up in the dance as well. I did get a little bit puffed at times, and I had like a little bit of a cramp in my leg, but other than that, it was all good and it was successful. So I'm looking forward to doing it next Thursday. But yeah,